hope you're doing well. It's let's see, it is actually Christmas Eve. So here in Middle Georgia, J.M. Wood, Honey Hole Farm, checking on some hives. You know, it's been really cold for the last several weeks, so bees are all they're inside huddled up. I wanted to show you if your hives are looking like this, you don't see a lot of activity. You know, don't get too worried about it. I do like to come by and check on these, but the sun's on here. It's about 57 degrees, but it just finally warmed up. Every now and then, I do like to make sure they don't have any dead bees that are in front of the entrance or anything like that. Looks like I got a few ants on this one. I'm gonna make sure I put some bait maybe down at the bottom. But anyway, you know, this is just one of the hives. There are bees in here though. They're just huddled up. Here's another one right next to it. There's a couple of dead bees. They're just kind of out here on the end. I'll scratch those away. But you can see some of the bees right here at the entrance. That little bee's coming out. They're just checking on it. I'm not going to mess with them too much, but they'll do a few cleansing flights and just checking on them. But this one looks a little bit better here. Got a little activity, and they're wondering what in the world I'm doing. So I actually got my suit on just in case they got upset at me. But bees are a little bit more active on this one. The sun has a lot to do with it, just because it'll warm it up just a little bit, and then they'll come out and do some cleansing flights. And this other one's not in the sun as much, so it's actually in the shade, but it can cause a big difference on activity. There's a little bee coming out right there. They'll do a few cleansing flights. I'll go check on a few more hives. Okay, now here's a couple more hives right here. That one's got a little more activity because the sun's on it. This one really doesn't have the sun on it much, but I do see a little bit of pine straw right here I want to get out. I haven't seen too many bees, but this thing is usually loaded down with bees. They're just huddled up. You might see a little activity in a little bit, but just like to come by and check on them and make sure I don't really see any issues or anything, but they should be huddled up inside. Every now and then you'll see a bee come in and out of this one. I do watch some of these ants. I'm going to make sure that's good and tight, that entrance reducer. There are bees in there though. But if your hives are like this, don't worry too much about them. I do want to check these ants. I see a few ants coming in on this one as well, and I want to make sure I don't have any issues, but I'll just put some ant bait around the bottom of the hive, on the bottom of the base here, and see if I can get that stopped. But I have seen bees coming in and out, so there are definitely bees here. They're just not real active when this happens this time of year. That's normal. But I actually came to see if I could take a temperature probe and stick it in here and see if I could see if the temperature was going up. It's about 63 degrees right now, right here where I'm sitting. I'm just gonna stick it in here. Look at there. It's going up to 64, and I hear them in there. I don't want to mess with the bees too much, but it's gone up a degree since I stuck it in. Now, does that mean anything? Well, it should be warmer in the hive, but anyway, just wanted to show you that's a neat way to check on them as well. You know, it can be pretty tough this time of year. Not a lot of activities. You see a couple of bees out here, but hey, if you're like me, you like to go check on your bees. I'm no different. I like to make sure they're doing okay. Sit there and worry about bees. But hey, they're huddled up this time of year, especially here in Middle Georgia. Got a little activity, but not much. But hey, hope you have a Merry Christmas. If you like, subscribe. God bless.